Hello, this is Eileen, the environmental educator, and it's Friday. So, yes, it is a Friday funny. Yeah, pointing at who are we pointing at? Let me see here. That would be the White House occupant who flew the $1.7 trillion Omnibus Bill to St. Croix for his signature. This was covered a bunch of places. This is Town Hall, and here's another one, Daily Caller. Yeah, they call it another insult to taxpayers. It's more than an insult. It is just outrageous. Truly, truly, that is why we're laughing at it. Mr. Green here, Mr. Everything he's doing, shoving down your face, your throat, because we have to care about the environment. We can't have energy. You can't eat meat. You can't anything. People have no idea what's coming. It's only going to get worse and worse and worse. But because apparently he left DC a day before this bill had to be signed. It's in. Let me find it. Yeah, right here. On Town Hall. Bonchi, I'm not sure who that is. Joe Biden jet set it off to St. Croix for his weekly vacation. Instead of staying in D.C. one extra day to sign the omnibus bill, causing it to now have to be flown by private jet to the Caribbean. Is this the perfect description of our government? It gets no better than that. And you know what? This is only the perfect description of our government because the American people let it go on. The American people have let the government get to this point here, right here. Now here, this is his own tweet. The occupant. One of the reasons I ran for office was to confront the existential threat of climate change. Climate change poses to our nation and the world. Oh, okay. Now these are the same people that were so adamantly opposed to the light years best solutions that had they enacted it in Barack's first presidential campaign, which they were asked to, because I said, you know what, even if you don't win, there's no way we can back away from doing everything you enacted in your campaign. Okay, but where are they on actual solutions? Hemp. Okay, where are they in just getting your cooperation so that you can just, turn off unused electricity where you don't have to make it so it's so expensive so that people turn it off, or that it's so unavailable that they just don't even have it, right? I mean, everything they're doing is total bull. And since this occupation first was in the White House, oh, that's right. When their Secretary of Energy, Stephen Chu, was giving a speech at Max Baucus's economic conference or something, he had it in Butte every year. And Stephen Chu, Barack's Secretary of Energy, came and spoke. And I was an exhibitor that year. When they realized who I was, they didn't want me to be an exhibitor. I should do a whole video on that. And in the question and answer session, I was first to the mic. No, actually, somebody got there before me. That's right. And so that person finished. I was next. And Jake, who is Max's top security guy, Jake Maca, Maciag or AIG, yes, told me no, no, no. And he whisked me away out of the auditorium. He had his hand on my arms. It was in a stadium of about indoor, arena of 2,000 people. And I did move my arm, like, don't touch me, get away from me. Like, I'm asking him, and no, I was whisked away. And to not be the crazy woman on the nightly news, you go along, but I was whisked into a back room where a uniformed policeman and then a dapper man in a suit who told me he was Butte, but he wasn't. He was Steven's top security, held me until Steven was off stage. And then that Jake brought me in a golf cart back to my exhibit and told me to pack up. And I said, no, 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 I have an hour left on my agreement. He's like, you will pack up and leave. And he basically was in enough distance to make sure that I packed up and left. He didn't stand like right over me, but he was right there and I packed up and left. And that is how opposed, not to mention the fact of how they turned my computer on in the middle of the night, like reporter Cheryl Atkinson. That is how opposed this occupation is to the threat. Give actual solutions. So we wouldn't be at a point where they could call it an existential threat. Okay, we would have solved this problem. And had Gore or anyone else allowed solutions since November of 93, this would have never even been on Barack's desk. And this White House wouldn't now be imposing tyranny based on we don't have solutions. Solutions, Gore and everyone in the Clintons and the State Department and other world leaders and every environmental voice out there have prevented since November of 93. But now, as let me see, one of these right here, this article here, it says, well, if that doesn't take the cake, I mean, the whole platter of angel food. No, make it the whole darn bakery. I mean, really, talk about taking the cake. I mean, this is just absolutely beyond abusive, beyond ridiculous, just letting you know. Now you just fall in line and we're gonna give a couple thousand page bill the jet set life so that I can sign it on vacation. You know, other places brought up that there's auto signatures that get put on bills all the time when the president's away, but no, not for this one. This is what your anything but environmental, anything but cares about solutions. Oh, it's over here. Yeah, POTUS does. Even okay, Dan Crenshaw, he's not everybody's favorite, but he said the omnibus filled with wacko climate change initiatives, which they are all ridiculous when all we need is solid solutions that virtually don't really cost, okay? But we're out here spending currency collapsing debt, not money we have, but currency collapsing debt. But that those initiatives are being flown more than 1,000 miles to be signed because the president couldn't be bothered to stick around to do his job, is what Dan Crenshaw said. So this is just absolutely just another slap in the American citizens' face, and the American citizens keep getting slapped in their face. Why? Because they have let this situation go on for so long, like every situation that has collapsed this country for so long, and they continue to. They continue to this day. So I guess not only will we laugh at the occupation, but we will definitely point our fingers and laugh at the American people who brought this to you. Okay, if the American people stood up and said enough is enough and stop your hypocrisy and stop your tyranny, this wouldn't have got flown there. Okay, and these people don't care. So this is another Friday Funny. And it's again, as always, not funny, haha, just funny. Are you kidding me? Funny. But here we are. Here we are. Just absurdity. So have a laugh and stay tuned, people.